This week, killing the combustion engine. Welcome to this week's Transport Breakdown. Now, last week, 9 EU countries urged the European Commission to come up with a plan and a date to phase out the sales of cars powered by petrol and diesel. Now, these countries say that the transport sector needs to do more to curb emissions dramatically, and that an EU-wide phase-out date is the way to do that. Now, this has been mooted before. It's been dismissed as being not in keeping with internal market rules, and probably most importantly, seen as a non-starter with the big car-making countries like Germany, Spain and Italy. Some countries have their own phase-out dates already in place, and some car makers like Volvo are doing it of their own accord. So what will the Commission do now that the big review of everything climate-related is looming large? A tightening of CO2 standards is seen as very likely, as is tweaking CO2 standards under the Euro 7 regime. Whether or not the Commission will go for a de facto ban of sorts by making those standards so tight that it basically won't be worth the time of car makers to even make internal combustion engines anymore remains to be seen. That's what the industry is afraid of. Whether or not it pans out that way is another thing. And the likes of Germany are already wise to these kind of tricks, if you will. Transport Minister Andreas Scheuer is already lobbying against an over-ratcheting of the Euro 7 regime. And he's basically saying that it should be the fuels, rather than the engine itself, that feels the full brunt of regulations and these new rules. That's the battle to look out for here. There's going to be little dispute that the likes of petrol and diesel have to be gotten rid of as quickly as possible, given the climate policies that are now being enacted by the EU. It's what to do with the technology that is driven by them. There are a lot of champions still left for the internal combustion engine, and a lot of people who say that there's a lot of mileage left in it, whether or not it's fueled by things like synthetic fuels, biofuels, and so on. This summer should reveal more about how aggressively the EU wants to push this as an issue, and how much it wants to let the market basically take care of itself. As we've seen, a lot of car makers like VW are already pushing for huge inroads into electric mobility. Thank you once again for watching. Retweet, subscribe, like, share with your friends, and until next time, ciao for now.